Behind this, California is a reproductive freedom state.
California has the strongest abortion protections in the U.S., and they could get even stronger.
Your body, your choice.
In California, we are not just protecting and defending your rights. We are expanding access to abortion. We are strengthening the laws.
As the Supreme Court was weighing to overturn Roe, California's legislature was considering a package of bills that makes it even easier for residents to get abortions. One bill signed into law last week protects out-of-state abortion seekers and providers from civil suits.
Even though abortion is not under threat in this state is about to become a national safe haven for abortion. California has already felt the weight of legislations like Texas SB 8, and they're about to prepare for a massive influx of out-of-state patients that are heading their way.
California could soon be home to nearly a third of the country's total abortion clinics. Researchers estimate that over 1 million people could find their nearest clinic in the state. That's a 3,000% increase. But a spike in patients coming from out of state has already started.
Hi, this is Sasha calling from Access in California. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great.
Access Reproductive Justice is California's only statewide abortion fund. It helps pay for procedures and travel expenses for patients getting abortions in the state, even if they live elsewhere.
What city and zip code in Texas are you calling from?
I'm calling from Austin, Texas. I found out I was pregnant, and I realized it's just not a good time at all. I wanted to get this, kind of taken care of a lot sooner, but I reached out to another company here in Texas, and they had described themselves as like as an abortion clinic, and I went, and they were not an abortion clinic. They were like completely opposite. They're very, very pro-life. They prayed over me while I was getting an ultrasound. Like, it was absolutely miserable. I kind of just don't know where to go, California, they're almost like welcoming people, which is like completely opposite of Texas, because Texas is just, they're not welcoming that at all.
I'm so sorry that you sort of found yourself at a fake clinic. I'm just so sorry that happened.
It's just a crappy situation to be in, period.
Totally.
And I already feel like I'm a terrible person.
Well, I don't think you're a terrible person. And plenty of people need and want abortions for a million different reasons, and you deserve to have one. And I'm sorry that there's just been barrier after barrier.
This is our list of anyone who's ever called us from out of state, and it goes on and on.
Jessica Pinkney runs this fund.
You've been doing this work clearly for years. There's hundreds, you're still scrolling. There's
I'm still scrolling.
Hundreds of people that you all have supported. But now time is of the essence, right? Now you're really up against time.
Yes.
How do the calls feel different?
The calls definitely feel different now, just because we know that they may not be able to receive additional support in their state, and they may not have as many options as they once had. This list is only going to grow more rapidly, so we're certainly preparing for that, but it's really hard to anticipate. Are we going to see a doubling of our callers, a tripling, quadrupling? It's hard to anticipate what this list could look like in 6 months or a year.
This is Sasha returning your voicemail from Access Reproductive Justice in California. I heard you say that you will be traveling into California. Do you already have an appointment made?
I have an appointment this Saturday around 3 in Victorville, since that's closest to me, because I'm in Nevada. I'm in Henderson.
I also wanted to check in and see if you needed any support with gas money, since I know you're making a pretty significant journey via car.
I would say yes. My car is usually pretty good with fuel when it comes to trips to California, but on the way back, yeah.
Would $70 sort of meet the need?
I mean, that's perfect.
Okay, great. So yeah, I'm happy to send this over to you right now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm gonna give the clinic a call regarding sort of our, sending payment to them directly.
I'll say you should be able to connect rather quickly, and I was surprised that within the first 2 rings I was able to connect with somebody.
Great.
But here in Nevada, you are not able to connect with anybody because protesters purposely clog the lines.
Oh, I see. With the clinics that you called in Nevada?
Yeah, you cannot speak to anybody, and they do it on purpose.
Oh my goodness, you really have had such a tough time. I'm so sorry.
It's hard. Do I want to do this? No, but I had to really think about it. And nobody has made this easier. This is fucking ridiculous, and pardon my language, it should not have to feel or be this hard. Sorry, my hormones emotional for a second, but it's just, I feel grateful for this. This was just a big reality check. Like, it's really this hard for women, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're speaking my language here. You have nothing to apologize for, and we're here to support you in however we can, and I'm sorry that it's not an easier process.
Where do you get your funds?
The majority of the funding that goes to our Healthline callers, that is based on individual donations. When we say we're a mutual aid organization, we really mean it. That's really why we're looking in this moment for the state and local legislatures to make an investment that's stable and reliable. Right now, we have a budget of about $100,000 per year to support our callers. We're increasing that to $200,000 starting in July, and really hope to be able to even increase that more with potential state and local funding, as well as support from individual donors and foundations. Right now, our Healthline is operated by 2 staff full-time. We'd like to get to 5 if possible. It's emotionally taxing and tolling work.
Is this something that you'll be able to sustain?
We think we can. We work with abortion funds all across the country already. We really are a partnership. We certainly think we have the infrastructure in place to support an influx in people coming to California.
That infrastructure includes small local clinics and nationwide organizations, including California's Planned Parenthood Network, led by Jody Hicks.
We're here for access to all healthcare, including abortion.
As other states prepare to shut down clinics, Planned Parenthood, which operates more than half of all clinics in California, is planning to build new ones near airports and along state lines.
We're just being innovative in this moment. We already were seeing patients coming from out of state quite in large amounts because of things like a 24-hour wait time or not enough providers.
With the influx of out-of-state patients that are coming to California, how will that impact the in-state patients that are still trying to seek care here?
I mean, we don't require someone to tell us where they live. And so I think for us, if you need care, you need care, and we're going to prioritize you. But I know at the health centers, they're doing everything they can, and they understand their own patient flow. And so whether they're expanding technology so that Californians can get care via telehealth and relieve some of the need for in-office visits that way, but it's a concern.
It's really important to be clear, California cannot save everyone. We are not the saviors in this moment. We're just providing aid where other governments have failed people. And we're gonna continue to do that until all the other states that are about to ban abortion are able to provide the care that they deserve to provide in their states and in their communities.
I found out yesterday that I'm 15 weeks. So I feel like I'm kind of cutting it pretty close.
You have plenty of options at 15 weeks of pregnancy. So we'll definitely find a place that can see you.
Thank you. I appreciate everything.
I'm Michael Learmonth, editor-in-chief of Vice News. Too often, traditional news outlets shy away from the real stories and experiences of those living through global conflicts. Not Vice News. Our reporters are on the ground, fearlessly covering the human stories that shape our world. You and millions of others can continue to read, watch, and listen to Vice News for free. But we hope you'll consider making a one-time or ongoing contribution of any size at vice.com/contribute. Every contribution, no matter how big or small, helps support the journalism Vice News brings to you every day. Thank you.